What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another cartoon review. Today I'm reviewing an episode of the show Invisible Network of Kids, or INK, or as it's known as Mission Invisible in French or France, where it originated from. I'm going to try to stay on point this time around. I sort of did a script, but at the same time I decided to still go at the top of my head a little bit, because I wouldn't know how to word it either way. This show, to me, is sort of bad, but in a good way. Now, not so bad it's good, because I've seen worse. But it just has a magical element to me. The name? Sadie McBath, the teacher of this series, which runs for 26 episodes. I do not know the running time as of now. Well, let's say the overview of the whole series is that 4 kids, Vincent, a vain, egotistical, well, at least at the first episode, child, whose parents and origin are unknown, Trixie, this girl who is sort of popular, sort of, preppy. She does a lot of the technological work, the computer work. Zero, who's just violent, but she fights, that's how she works things out. And she's gothic, sort of. And Newton, who's the, Einstein, the scientist, venting type of person. Now, the episode I am reviewing today is Armed to the Teeth, which is episode number 1 of this series. I'm going to try not to completely go all over the place, but that is not a promise. One thing I gotta say is, McBath makes the series. She is wacky. She's Denzel Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents done right. For one, a lot of her schemes do work for a short period of time, unlike never actually succeeding at all. She's just later stopped by INK. But she's Team Rocket also done right. It's in her scheme. She's very intelligent, but she's a little wacky. Right? Is the thing. At the beginning of this episode, she's a mean teacher as well. She doesn't like kids, and she likes to torture them. That's her gimmick. But she fails badly at math, where when she gives Vin detention, and she says, okay, you write 1,000 times the minus you have, which is minus 12. She said, okay, that is 14,000 times, which is clearly not right. She makes the same mistake when she says, okay, now it's double. 14 times 2 is 30,000. She clearly sucks at math, but acts like she doesn't. That's just magical. But anyway, Finn is having a problem with his math grade, and, well, when given the option to go with this girl who has braces, he just goes, let's go into the basement where no one will see us. No one will distract us. And then Trixie, Newton, and Zero all go about how mean he is. Guys, I'm going to save this clip here as well for later that you see right here. What else that I wanted to point out? I have notes here as well. Alright. Also, all these kids are assholes. Finn goes to detention, and Miss McBath gets this idea from Finn that he puts on a big braces, right? He puts on, a big brace with a headgear, and after this happens, all the kids in the school, including something I know, here's where this clip belongs again. All 3 of his friends are flipping hypocrites. They're saying things like, oh, well, you can't just admit you're ugly. What? What did you just say about what he's doing to Kathy?
But the way she looks doesn't bother me when it comes to trying to help with your math.
But all the kids will say, "Get away from me, he's ugly." They're all a-holes. They're all flipping a-holes. Like, I just don't know what to say about that. But after everything goes on, Miss Macbeth, it's that song. God. She just dressed as Marilyn Monroe. That's the thing. Each episode, Miss Macbeth has a particular song. To me, so far from what I watched, this is the wackiest of these songs. At least, I think. Maybe the second episode would also sort of tie with it. That's another reason she makes these episodes. She's just kind of psychotic in a way where she is in love with her goldfish, I swear. Isn't that bestiality? But yeah. There's another scene I did forget to go back to, which is when she got the idea for putting that thing on Finn. She put cameras everywhere, and there's just two things with that. One, it is sort of illegal, and two, although Invisible and Network aren't very common things to say, kids is said everywhere. It's a school. Sometimes she has her moments, will they say, but back to the actual point. Suddenly Trixie, Newton, and Zero realize that Finn never really said about needing braces, and they never thought he did. They just now realize something is wrong. Literally, as I said, when they were saying, "Oh, how ugly you are," and everything, they said, "You didn't tell us you needed braces," and blah, blah, blah. Like, they didn't even think anything of it, except for he's being punished for what happened with Kathy. Like, he said, "Oh, now you gotta get braces and everything." And it wasn't until a little while that they realized that, oh, wait, did he even need braces? Yeah, guys, for someone who's supposed to be intelligent and stopping Miss Macbeth, you're not the most clever. But anyway, Kathy does order Vince, because the headgear controls him, that's another thing, to go after Kathy because he has a date with her to help with his math homework. And deja vu. Deja vu. That is so deja vu. Didn't we just see this at the very beginning? Like, really? But we'll just say at the point is, everything is well in the end. Finn is saved because one little thing Miss Macbeth didn't think about as smart as she was. This headgear will only work with vain people. People who are prided in their appearance and is afraid to not look good. It didn't work on Kathy because she wasn't bothered by who she was, which is sort of a good lesson to love yourself, not in a bad way, but I mean to accept who you are. So, Vince is saved by being told ugly is only people who make fun of other people. Hypocrites. Yeah, that clip is being played again. Hypocrites. But anyway, everything does work well in the end. And the principal, Mr. Sober, is still none the wiser, but Finn does better at math. He accepts the tutor. Kathy does not remember the incident at all because she was hypnotized. We also end with this lovely lesson. Each episode ends with this little lesson about beauty during the time periods. Guys, how do I say this? It's sort of purposeful, but you're pretty much saying that there's going to be some time when you're ugly. Like, I mean, I know in a way you're kind of going for, well, everyone is beautiful at one point, but the same thing, everyone is ugly at one point. How does that help people's self-esteem? Yeah, it doesn't really. Although I love how they torture Miss Macbeth. That I love. Anyway, guys, that actually didn't go as bad as I thought. Now, I didn't mind this episode. Actually, I've watched some of the series and I didn't really mind it. It's bad, yes, but it is entertaining. And people, they say this has a fan base. I can see why. But the only thing I can say is Miss Big Beth makes this series. She probably should have her own talk show. Believe me, that would be very entertaining. So if you enjoyed this review, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.